telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image of the beast who was wounded by the sword and lived. Follow me along. He was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. He causes all, both small and great. Watch here. All, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive on their right hand or on their foreheads this mark, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Herein is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 666. Now, if you go back to 1 Kings, in 1 Kings chapter 10, we are taught about Solomon, and we're taught about how much wealth Solomon had. And the Bible talks about how much wealth Solomon earned yearly. Now, listen to this. In 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 14, when it gives you what Solomon earned back then, this is what it says. The weight of gold that came to Solomon yearly, the weight of gold that came to Solomon yearly was 666 talents of gold. 666. Solomon earned and generated 666 talents of gold annually. It just cannot be a coincidence that that is the exact number that corresponds to the number of man, which is 666. Now, man is obsessed with wealth. He's obsessed with his pursuit of earthly wealth. At whatever the cost, everything that he desires will be earthly and from and of the earth. And in this earth, there are going to be those who wield a lot of power, because there are those who are going to amass a lot, and not just money, power, and there are those who are going to have less. So let me get more into what I'm talking about here, about what it means to not be able to buy or sell without this mark. Remember, many people believe that this mark is going to be some tattoo or a computer chip or a vaccination or whatever. 100 years from now, 50 years from now, 1,000 years from now, it'll be something else. But the reality is, the Bible is not as fanciful as so many people think it is. It's not so extravagant in what things mean when you read it. In Revelation, the Word of God is using symbols. And you're told this in the very first verse, but nobody seems to pay attention to that. Symbols. If you receive the mark of the beast in your forehead, it means that you worship the devil, you worship Satan in your mind, in your heart, in the seat of your affections, your ideologies, what you think, your philosophical life, your psychological life. That's what the mark of the beast in your forehead means. To receive his mark in your hand means that you serve him. You worship him in service. Anybody, like you see people here that like to talk about hail Satan and hail Lucifer and whatnot. These people worship Satan ignorantly because they have received the mark. They're trapped. Trapped. And the mark signifies ownership. The beast owns you. Owns you. The mark is a badge of ownership. If you remember when Cain and Abel in their scenario, where Cain killed his brother and God set a mark on Cain so that he cannot be touched. So that he cannot be touched. And it says here in Revelation chapter 13 in verse 15 that the beast was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast. He was granted power. God permits these things. Now,